in Shida Mayapur, Go-druma Bhavan. Welcome everyone. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttavadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitanscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hey Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are at, where are we? Go-druma Bhavan again, yes. And it is January 3rd, 2026. Can you imagine? This is getting serious now. It seemed like only yesterday that it was 2019.
Well,
Yeah, and then it became something else. And the clock keeps ticking. But we're all getting brighter, right? We're getting more intelligent, we're getting wiser, we're getting deeper in our realization of our identities as eternal servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna. Nice. So this is very good news. We're making progress. We're getting up to the top of the mountain. Then when we get to the top of the mountain, we'll realize, whoops, there's another mountain we have to climb. Keep climbing. Yeah. Yeah. Hriday Ram is very happy about that. He's looking forward to it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, nice to see you all. We can go ahead with our, what are we reading? Chaitanya Mangala, right? I think so. Chaitanya Mangala of Lochandas Thakur. So for that, let me first see if I can find and do this. It's always a little bit hidden, only because I have too many things open. Okay, and we come back here. And is everybody okay with translation? Translating? Tira Lalita's translating Prevatsky, and I think yes, Tirtharaj is translating Español. Sí. Or do we say Castellano? Castellano for Valeria. And do we have any other translating?
Yes, Guru
Ruski?
Maharaj. Yes, Ruski Anantaram Prabhu.
Uh-huh.
And
Good.
Chinese Gopi Krishna Mataji.
Oh, great. Hun Hao. Hun Hao. That means very good. in Putonghua. Right? Dayanidhi, Lakshmi. Okay. And all right, let's do it. We go to this one and share. And okay. Now we ended somewhere around here last time, I think. Little baby Nimai is, yeah, we had this issue about Nimai being referred to as Kamadeva. We found that kind of strange, and then we realized we maybe are making assumptions about the sort of cultural use of the term Kamadeva. Maybe could be also used for a small child if the child is attractive, because small children are very attractive, but not, not in an erotic way, but in a way because they're cute. Okay. So let's see, saying even though he is not our child, oh yes, so the ladies are visiting Balagana Hemor Apon Balibar Boro Dehana Shab Narigane Amya Adik Deha Parinama Viparjaya Nimai Bolya Tuila Name, saying, even though he is not our child, we still think of him as our very own. All the ladies gave their blessings, saying, to protect his sweeter than nectar body from any calamity, he should be named Nimai. They named him. So his sweeter than nectar body, Amiya Adik Deha. Parinam Viparyaya, I guess, is quite fancy way of saying, okay, Viparyaya would be a calamity, something going the opposite way. And parinama usually means transformation, but here, yeah, the change of situation into its opposite, parinama viparyaya. Nimai balaya tuila name. So Nimai balaya, having pronounced Nimai, saying Nimai tuila name. I don't know how that works exactly, but anyway, they gave him that name. Why? Because neem, the neem tree, he was born under a neem tree, and because neem is an astringent, when you chew neem leaves, is it astringent or it's bitter? It's bitter, isn't it? And apparently that keeps, it is understood to keep ghosts away. I'm also told we have a neem tree just out here. We have a neem tree on the west side of the house. That's auspicious. And in the back corner, southeast corner, we have an amalaki tree. And that's supposed to be super auspicious and protective. Nothing can happen anywhere on this property because we have an amalaki tree in the southeast corner. Okay, verse 85. E ashtadivase shishugane santoshe e ashtakalai bilai Navaratri Mahotsava Anandamay Shava Bhajao Ananda Badai. On the eighth day, Ashtakalaha. Gifts were given to please the children. So not just one child, but all the children who were around, Shishugane, Santoshe, to satisfy them. On the ninth night, Navaratri, was a blissful festival with joyful music. Anandamoy Bhajao. Bhajao sounds like an imperative. Sing Ananda Badai, sing more Ananda, maybe. Traditionally, if I remember correctly, and I may not, the child is not named officially until 11th day, around 11 days after birth. Why? Because to make sure the child survives. They don't want to name a child that's not going to survive. That would be very, I don't know, too much painful, I guess. Vadaye dine dine Shri Shachir Nandane Avani Purnima Rachande Kajare Ujjoro Nayana Jugala Gorochana Tilaka Shuchande. Day by day, Shachi's son grew. Vadaye Dine Dine. He was like a full moon walking on the earth. Shri Satchinandani Avani Purnimarachande. Purnimarachande, full moon. Okay. His two eyes were splendid with black kajal. So kajale ujoru. Ujoru, I guess, is shining, like ujwala, maybe. Nayana jugala. Jugala is two, and Nayana is eyes. And then Gorochana Tilak Shuchande. He was graceful with Gorochan Tilak. What is Gorochan Tilak? It's the tilak made of Gorochan. Uh, it's from the cow, and what is it from? It's very yellow, bright yellow. That much I know.
There is only one bright yellow element that comes from a cow, or maybe it's like urine.
Huh?
Urine? Or
No. No. No, it's something else, but I don't remember. Somebody will look it up and tell us. Uh, okay, let's see then. 87. E kora charana shugane chalano ishata hasaye muchaki. Shachi Jagannatha Deke Adbhuta Nirake Animika Anki. He crawled on his hands and knees. E Karacharana Saghane Chalana. So Chalana could mean moving. Saghane. Ishata Hasaye Muchaki. He smiled, Hasaye, gently. And then with unblinking eyes, Animika Anki. Sachi and Jagannath watched their wonderful child. Sachi Jagannath Taki Adbhuta Nirake. Nirake, Niraksha. Yeah, anyway, Adbhut Taki, they see Adbhuta, how wonderful, and Nirake, maybe watching. Animika would be unblinking, I think. Naimishe nimishakshetre in the Bhagavatam. Nimisha is an algan eye blinking. Shri Angamarjana kore niti niti sugandhi taila haridra varana chumbaye hiya barituye dhanya shachi shucharitra. Shachi regularly washed her son's body, Angamarjana, and anointed it with turmeric and scented oil. So kare niti kore. So she did the Angamarjana cleaning. Niti niti means regularly, from nitya. Sugandhi Taila Haridra. And she used Sugandhi, scented oil. Taila is oil. Haridra is turmeric. Yeah. Varana Chumbaye, her heart filled with love, she kissed his cheeks. Chumbaye is kissing. No, chumba, wait a second. Chumba is cheeks. Parana. Hiya bhari tuye. Hiya is the heart from Hrid. Hiya. Bhari, I think, is full. Dhanya Sachi. Su Charitra. Dhanya. So Sachi is Dhanya. She's fortunate. Su Charitra. Very charming or something. Okay, let's see. How far do we want to go? 85, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. Aichan dine dine badaye anukkane ananda nadiya nagare kiba divarati na jane bharotiti premai apana pashare. Day by day, moment by moment, the bliss grew in the Nadia's villages. Badaye means grows. Anukshan, every moment. Ananda Nadia Nagare, in the towns, the villages of Nadia. Kiba Divariti Najane Bharatiti. So no one knew what day of the month it was, or what day of the week, or whether it was day or night. Kiba Divarati is day or night. Najane Bharatiti, which day of the week? Premai apona pashare, overcome with ecstatic spiritual love, people forgot themselves. So premai apona pashare, pashare is forgetting, apana themselves, premai, for or because of prema. Nadia nagare anande ghare ghare na jani ki nari purushe bala vridha andha prema parabandha matala atula horishe. House after house in Nadia's villages became filled with bliss. Gore Gore is house after house. Nadia Nagare in the town of Nadia, or towns. Villages, it says here. I don't know. No one was mindful. Najani ki nari purishe. Nobody was aware. Najani ki nari, who is a female? Ki purushe, who is male? The distinctions of male and female even became indistinct. Bala vridha andha, child, elder, or blind. Who is a child? Who's an elder? Who is blind? Prema parabandha, everyone was overcome with love. Matal atula harishe. Everyone was wild with peerless bliss. So atul means incomparable. And harishe is harshe, joy. And matala, I guess, is wild. Let's see. Oh, we're just about at the, yeah, I guess let's go ahead and finish. 91. Sharada Shashi Jini Vadana Anumani Madana Shane Viraje Yuvati Jota Chilo Umati Shabe Bhelo Chadala Guru Griha Kaje. Thinking Lord Gora's face was like a full moon, and his form had conquered Kamadeva, the young girls would wildly leave their duties at their homes. Yeah, this is, again, this, but here definitely Madana suggests Kamadeva as in the god of romantic or erotic love. So Sharada Shashijini, Shashi is moon, Sharada. Sharada is the month, but maybe it implies also. Now, Genie, I think, is brilliant. Varana Anumani had a form, had conquered Kamadev. Yuvati Jatachilo. The young girls, Yuvati Jatachilo, they went Umati, they went wild. Shabhe Bela. Chadal. Chadal means they left. Guru Griha Kaje. They left. Well, I would think it can mean they left the guru, they left the house, they left their work. And perhaps guru in this context, it's assumed means their husbands. Dine teen bheri daya puranari balaka daki vare tare daki bali shobe kole kari palaka bhare kalevare. 3 times a day, Dine teen bheri, the village girls ran to see the infant Lord Gora. Dai Puranari Balaka Dekibara Tare. So Dekibara, to see. Balak, the child. Deki Boli. Let me see, they said. Playing the infant Lord on their laps, the hairs of their bodies would stand erect. So kole is on the lap, shobe kole kari. So kari is doing on the lap, putting on the lap. Everyone, sabe, palak bhare kalevare. Kalevare on their bodies. There was palaka. There was standing of hair on the end. Aichandine dine pratik kane ananda kahite na jai Shri Naraharidas Parakari Ash Lochan Das Saguna Gai. In this way, day by day, moment by moment, everyone was full of bliss. Ananda Kahite Najai. Lochandas, whose only hope and only desire is the feet of Sri Naraharidas, thus sings the glories of Lord Gora. So Sri Naraharidas Parakari Asha. Asha is hope, and I guess it means like padakari, maybe placing his hope at the feet of his guru. Lochandas Gunagai. Lochandas sings the gunas, literally. In this case, the virtues, the qualities of the Lord. So Sri Naraharidas, okay, Sri Naraharidas Pada Kari Asha. So placing hope at the feet of, wait, yes, Sri Naraharidas. Narahari, who, which Narahari Chakravarti? I don't know. Who is the guru of Lochan? Who is the guru of Lochan? Narahari Chakravarti.
Visited his place he lived, Chakdaha.
Chakta.
Narahari Sarkar.
Oh, Narahari Sarakar. Ah, okay. Okay. That might indeed explain, as if I remember correctly, Narahari Sarakar was inclined to the Goranagari idea. Goranagaris are included in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's list of Apasambradaya. Uh-oh. Why? Because the Goranagaris, their idea is that Lord Chaitanya, he is Krishna, and therefore his main business is enjoying like Krishna, and so he's attracting the women, the girls of the Nagara, of Navadvip. So their meditation is that's his whole identity. So yeah, we might need to be a little cautious in this regard. But I'm saying all of this tentatively, but it is something to maybe confirm. Okay, that's the end of what looks like chapter 1. Now, let's see if we can try to sing this. We have a whole team here.
Guru Maharaj, sound for musicians. Don't forget, please.
Sound for musicians. Okay, let's get the sound for musicians. First, I have to move something out of the way. I always have to do this, it seems. There's no way to avoid. No. Oh, hold on. And I do it from there. I'm just trying to avoid. No, I'll just do that. Okay, then I have to go here. Original sound for musicians. Okay, share again. Yeah. Okay. I'm still working on recovering a voice that got taken away by the cold demons. Ase Shishugane Santoshe Shishugane Santoshe E Ashta Kalai Navaratri Mahotsava Anandamaya Sabha Mahotsava Anandamaya Sabha Vajao Ananda Vadaye Dine Dine Shri Shachira Nandane Avani Purnimara Chande Ajare Ujjara Nayana Jugala Gorochana Tilakasu Chande Ekara Charana Shagane Charana Ishata Hasaye Muchaki Sachicha Jagannatha Daki Adbhuta Nirake Animika Anki Shri Anga Marjana Kore Niti Sugandhi Thaila Haridra Adana Chumbaye Iyavadi Tule Danya Sajisu Charitra Aitana Dine Dine Vadaye Anukane Ananda Nadia Nagare Kiba Divya Bharati Najane Bharati Prema Apana Asari Nadia Nagare Anande Gore Gore Najani Hinari Guru Se Bala Ritha Anda Prema Bhara Bandha Matala Atula Harishe Sharada Sashijini Vadana Anumani Madana Shane Virate Yuvati Jata Chilo Umati Shabe Hello Chadala Guru Kriha Kate Dine Tina Beri Daya Purana Balaka Dakivana Tare Daki Daki Boli Shabe Kole Kari Balaka Bare Kale Are pratikshane chane ai chana dine dine pratikshane chane ananda kahite na jaya Radha Kari Asha Lochan Dasa Guna Gaya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Okay, back to normal sound. Noise removal default. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. There is this curious parallel in that one line that these young girls are dropping everything, including Guru, Griha, and Kaj, their guru, their house, and their work, running to see this baby. They're not running out to dance with Krishna. They're running to see a baby and hold him in their laps. Interesting. It's something to ponder. All right. So, again, welcome to all of you who have joined in the last few minutes. Nice always to have you with us. Before I forget, you might like to look online. I'm sure it's available for today's darshan of Radha Madhava. I was quite struck. I went to the temple this morning. I confess I didn't go for Mangalarti and I didn't go for greeting, but I went for the midday arti beginning. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for the chat. There it is. And yeah, I really was struck when the curtain opened. Whoosh! Radha Madhava dressed, and the 8 gopis all dressed in white. It looked like a real. I was thinking, wait, are we in Sweden or what? It was like a scene out of a Swedish or some place far north. And another thing you might want to look for, maybe I should just share the link, is, let's see if I have it here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that does it like this. So, no, we want, where do we get it? I just lost track. There we go. Okay, I'm putting a link. Okay, that's a link to the latest edition of ISKCON Communications Journal. Now it's available online from the get-go. Before, they were not making it available. They would first try to sell the hard copies. Was never very successful. So now they're just, okay, let's just make it online, free, available. In this edition, which they're doing once a year now, is a short article that I wrote several years ago. It was a presentation that I gave at a conference way back in, well, I guess 2016. At the University of Harvard, we had a conference, celebrating 50 years. 50 years of, let's see, 1966. Yeah, I guess 50 years of ISKCON. Right, because this year we're celebrating 60 years. So it was 50 years. And we had a conference, a kind of academic conference, and I gave this presentation, and it was supposed to be published as a book, all of the presentations, and we weren't getting any news. And I finally gave up, but then someone just told me a few days ago that now they found a publisher. Well, that's all right, but it's too late for my article, because once you publish something, you can't republish it unless you can, but you have to get permission, and it's kind of... So my article is called Lifetimes in Preparation, a review article of post-Prabhupada life writing as narrative Vaishnava theology. And what I did, it's review article. So there's two things. There's a book review, which is reviewing one book. And then there's what it's called a review article, in which more than one book is reviewed with some sort of cohesive theme. So I did this book, review article, in which I write briefly about four books. One is Tamal Krishna Goswami's Servant of the Servant, which I think is one of the earliest of what I'm writing about is devotees not just glorifying Prabhupada, although they all do that, but the attention is kind of more on the devotee, either autobiographically or biographically, in this case, autobiographically. And then the next book I wrote about is Satsvarup Das Goswami's Everyday Just Right. Satsvarup Maharaj has been writing very prolifically over so many decades now. And much of his writing is kind of journaling, sort of just writing for himself, but then also for his readers. And so I wrote something about just one of the many, many, many books he's written like this. And then I wrote about Radhanath Swami's book, The Journey Home. And of course, I point out this is kind of autobiographical, but it's interesting because it's been translated in so many languages and it's become part of the sort of missionizing. It's become a missionizing book. Thank you. And then finally, I wrote about the 2-volume book about Yamuna Devi, which is unlike the first three, which are more autobiographical. This is biographical by Dina Tarani Mataji. Her book, what was it called? I don't have it just here. Anyway. Huh?
The Anna.
Yeah, Life of Unalloyed Devotion. Oh, here it is. Yamuna Devi, A Life of Unalloyed Devotion. Yeah. And then I gave a bibliography, not exhaustive, but still some, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, 27 books, plus the ones I referred to in the article. So altogether, 31 books. We have listed. This, you can download it. And you go to the website and you'll find this. And then if you go to there's a bar on the bottom and it has on the far right 3 little dots. You click that and you'll see an option, download PDF file. So then you can download the whole journal free of charge. and read all the articles, including I've never met this person, but he must be interesting. Being a bridge, why a Muslim would write a book about Chaitanya, Prabhupada, and the Bhagavata Purana by R. David Coolidge. If I remember, I did read something by him for a while. He was a bhakta in Chicago or someplace. But then later he decided to become a Muslim. So he became a Muslim, but somehow he has some kind of attachment to Lord Chaitanya and Krishna at the same time. Go figure. Then there's my article, then Memories of London, Recollections and Reflections from ISKCON's Early Days in the United Kingdom. And this is by my godbrother Yogeshwar Prabhu, who is a very seasoned author. And the next one, what next generation leaders want? Solutions for leadership succession in North America. Kumari, what is her full devotional name? Kumari something?
Kumari Kunti.
Kumari Kunti, yeah. She was a student at Bhaktivedanta College some years ago, and she's now quite active in American ISKCON. And she wrote a very, very, very good article arguing that we need professional leaders, leaders that get properly paid so that they don't have to be, working at some job just to survive and then with a little extra spare time, lead the society. So this doesn't work anymore. Nobody does this. Religious organizations, they always have paid professionals. Yeah. And she gives it all a careful, learned analysis. And a nice article, this last one, Preserving a Sacred Land, the Heritage of Braj and the Challenges Facing Mathura Vrindavan by Chandru Ramesh. Very nice overview of very ancient history coming up to modern history in Vrindavan, which I wish I had had this article before I gave my second talk in Vrindavan a couple of weeks ago on modern Vrindavan. It would have helped me a lot to organize what I had to say. In any case, that's life. Right, now, what else I wanted to share? Where am I here? Yeah. I mentioned I went to the temple and I was on my way to another event. I was on my way to the Vyasa Puja event of celebrating the appearance of His Holiness Bhakti Swami. And it was very nice. There were maybe 150 devotees there. Until I didn't stay for the feast, but I saw they started preparing to serve the feast. And then suddenly there was a long line of people. Suddenly it was at least 300. Yeah. that's how things go. Anyway, it was nice to hear some of the devotees speaking, appreciating their Guru Maharaj. I also spoke briefly. I was appreciating that he wrote this 3-volume book on Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Vaibhava. I was thinking he spent 15 years on it. A devotee later there told me actually, no, it was 23 years. Yeah. But it's quite an important contribution he made. Right, so let's see, did anyone, unalloyed, someone was going to research, oh, there's Radha Madhava's link. Nobody researched, what were we going to research? Oh, we were, Go-rochan. Nobody researched what is Go-rochan. We call it research. We just press a few buttons on the computer. Okay, and as for sharing, oh, Darya Chandrika, you have some photos from Ahobilam.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances and Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Yes, Guru Maharaj, I was in Ahobilam. Yeah, and I have some photos. I'm not a professional, so from my phone, but I would just like to share for those devotees who were never there and maybe can be inspired by, or those who were there. Like I was already once there. We were like a group. Guru Maharaj, when we had South India Yatra with you, I think there were like 7 devotees. I remember Madhyana Leela, Devendra Gopal, Malati Mala, and Nadia Nimai Prabhu, myself, and 2 more, which I don't remember anymore. We were there, and compared to this, what I experienced now, it's totally different. It's like totally different place. Everything it's beautifully arranged because Ahobilam is becoming more and more popular. Yeah, before was very wild, no protection, I would say. But now everything, I mean, all Nrsimhadevas are in the temples, beautifully built. Before was no pujari, more or less, in any of Nrsimhadev where we were. So yeah, I will share a few photos just because the photo says more than many words. Just a second to share. Okay, share. I hope, yeah. Can you see it? I will put it a bigger picture. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So first photo. This is the group of devotees from my Sanga here in Dubai, which I'm attending. So this is all of us, more or less. And this photo, because it is the only one we took it together, this is actually in Simhachalam, Vishakhapatnam, because this was the second pilgrimage which we went after Ahobilam. I just put it a photo here that you can see how many of us were there. Yeah, and of course Harinamanand Prabhu, which you know him, Guru Maharaj. I mean, the meditation was really like half a year in advance because of course so many devotees were coming, and it's not just pilgrimage to say, oh, I was there, but he really put a lot of effort that all of us have a purpose of why we are going there. So in acronym you can see that it's like kind of reset our spiritual life. And of course the last one with reconnect with sacred and transform the heart. All of this was a package for this travel, and I can say, like it was in a song, we really experienced bliss and we were overwhelmed with love. and it was really beautiful experience, especially because the holy dham, it's in general is very powerful, and in association of devotees, yeah, that's the combination. So Ahobilam, it's the sacred abode of Lord Nrsimhadeva, and it is located in the Nala Mala hills of Andhra Pradesh. And yeah, it's the most sacred pilgrimage path, I would say, for devotees of Lord Vishnu. It's known, what is known is because there are 9 self-manifested forms of Lord Nrsimhadeva, and they're spread like in 5 kilometers radius across. I mean, it's a forest, and here it's really beautiful. It's like a jungle, yeah. So this is how it looks. I mean, in nature it looks a little bit different, but this is how they are in a circle, like 5 kilometers around. Yeah, and there is upper Hovilam and there is lower Hovilam. And when you come here, even though it's only 9 temples, I mean, you really need to be very fast if you want to see all of them in one day, which I don't recommend, because you can take darshans and you can meditate, take time, change japa in front of each of the deities. So definitely, I mean, we spent 3 days because of the time, because we went to other places as well. So the first day we did 5 of them, which I will show the photos. And before that, you can see it's really beautiful nature. It's like a jungle, a lot of greenery, a lot of rocks, I would say, but this was because there was no rain. In a rainy season, I think it's hard to walk here because there's a lot of water and a lot of waterfalls as well. So yeah, we were walking out on this path towards our first darshan, and of course on the way I noticed a lot of beautiful flowers as well, beautiful rocks actually, and interesting sculptures of the mountains, and all of this what we are seeing now is actually it was abode of Hiranyakashipu. This was the kingdom, his kingdom, all of this. And this dog was with us, and I was watching some videos about the Hobilam, and in one video that dog was also in that video, and it says it's very suspicious if this dog comes with you, because he's a Hobilam Vasi, and yeah, he always takes shelter in one of the temple where he sleeps overnight. Yeah, interesting. So, and we went early in the morning, and yeah, when we came, of course, on the way we met also a lot of children who are living there, very kind. No one will ask you for money, chocolate. You know, you don't experience here these kind of things. It just they are very surprised. Sometimes they laugh on us because when they see us, you know, we are not like in, I don't know, maybe white skin, or I don't know. Yeah, and so our first darshan was Sri Jvala Nrsimha Swami's Sanidhi. So this was our first path to go. It's a lot of stairs. It's not easy, but like I said, 2010 when I was here, there was none of these stairs and none of these fans. You know, everything was really wild. Everything was just the way it is next to the stairs. But now it's really beautiful, organized in that sense. And of course, for those who cannot go, they also offer this kind of pilgrimage, yeah, just to Jvala Nrsimhadeva, because the rest is really up into the mountains. But Jvala Nrsimhadeva, more or less everyone can come, even they're maybe physically handicapped. Yeah, and that was morning, beautiful, like welcoming from Jvala Nrsimhadeva. This is the temple which is built, and that was also there the first time, 2010. It was the only, if I remember correctly, temple which was built like this. More or less, they were built in the 8th century. And of course you cannot take any of photos, so I took photos from the internet. and this is Jvala Nrsimhadeva, where Nrsimhadeva killed Hiranyakashipu. And yeah, this is a beautiful view as well, and this is how it looks, the temple. And of course you can have darshan, and if there is a lot of people, it's again quick darshan because many people are coming. Like I said, it's very became very famous. I would say we were here on Saturday, which was like, oh yeah, more people are coming on Saturday, so it's really good to plan to come on a weekdays because there's almost no one is coming here. Yeah, Gauri, she sent me this photo when she was there. You can see that she can even go next to the Lord Jvala Nrsimhadeva today. It's absolutely impossible because in each temple one pujari is there, and each pujari, they're very kind, and they are all of them, they're explaining the story about what is happening, but they're not, few of them speak a little bit of English, so we couldn't understand much. But yeah, even being in front of self-manifested Nrsimhadeva, it's quite a lot of an experience. So yeah, this is like from outside Jvala Nrsimha temple. And this is Rakta Kunda. It's next to that temple, and you can see the water. This is the water, and it's still red. Why? Because this is the water where Lord Nrsimhadeva washed his hands after killing Hiranyakashipu. And yeah, we took that maha, of course, and we drink it a lot. And yeah, really, you can take it also with you. But interesting, when we left Ahobilan, one devotee was asking, does anyone has more of this water from Rakta Kunda? No one has it. No one has it. That was really strange because everybody took it a little bit more to take it at home, but in the end, no one has it anymore. I don't know how it happened. It was just like it must stay here. You cannot take it out from Ahobilam. Yeah. So then. From this Jvala Nrsimha temple, if you turn towards the mountains, they said the story that this, you can see, it looks like the next photo you will see, it's like Garuda. It's like, because Garuda, one of the stories also that Garuda was praying here to the Lord to come to protect Prahlad. And since then, Garuda is in Ahobilam protecting the whole Ahobilam. Yeah. That's also the story which the locals are saying. Okay, so then was Ugra Stamba pathway. 2010, I know that Devendra Gopal and Madhyana Lila went to Ugra Nrsimha, Ugra Stamba. It was a Kadashi day. I was afraid because it was really not protected. You know, you can see this is how it looks more or less all the way to up. But now there are ropes, so you can hold the rope, and you have sticks, and it's really like a path. Before was like really nothing, and it was quite danger. So this time I took that opportunity and I managed to come. And we are going up, and when we get on the top, Guru Maharaj, we thought that, oh, we are on the top of the mountain, and then we looked down and we saw that actually we need to go down now, you know, because here is the top of the hill, but Ugra Stamba, which it's originally there, from which Lord Nrsimhadeva came out from the pillar, is down. So you need to go down. And going down, it's not easy, really. I mean, you see, this is, I took a photo from internet, so it looks like this. It's only like really 2 meters it's wide here. The rest, it's the cliff. I mean, if you fell down here, you're gone, definitely. And you have to go without shoes even, because it's the holy place. So it was quite dangerous, and it looks like this.
It's all easy, it's good, don't worry.
Yeah, we needed to go like this. Yeah, and Padma Malini, she did the recording. I don't know if you're still here, Padma Malini, you can say also something for your experience here. So I will show. So this is the Ugra Stamba. Inside, you cannot see it a lot, but this is that Ugra Stamba, I mean the pillar from where Lord Nrsimhadeva appeared to protect Prahlad Maharaj. And next is lotus feet of Prahlad Maharaj, but they said that they're not original. Someone brought this, and now we take a photo, but he was very funny. We look like with a smile, but Guru Maharaj actually he were very scared because monkey attacked us. And like if you remember, that's only 2 meters, on the left side and on the right side there's a cliff down. And that monkey, she didn't wanna, or he didn't want to go, and we were so afraid, that what will happen. And then in that moment when we were so afraid, oh my gosh, do something. It was a little bit of panic. And then one devotee said, chant to Lord Nrsimhadeva, chant to Lord Nrsimhadeva. And we were like, oh my gosh. So thank God that we remember at the right time, right? So interesting when you got a fear, you want to control the situation, yeah. So then after Ugra Stamba, we went to the second temple, which is Malola Nrsimha, really beautiful temple as well. And this is, I would just stop here a little bit for the story, otherwise I will take too much of time. But it's a beautiful story. I will read it. They say it's local folklore, and Stala Purana of Ahobilan tell a unique story about what happened after the battle of Nrsimhadeva and Hiranyakashipu. So of course Lord Nrsimhadeva was very angry. And then he went and wandered into the dense Nalamala forest in this Ugra state. And then the incarnation of Lakshmi came to pacify him. So she took birth in the local Chenchu tribe as a beautiful maiden named Chenchu Lakshmi. And when Lord Nrsimhadeva was wandering the forest, he saw her and was instantly captivated. However, being a tribal girl, she didn't just accept him, she put the mighty Lord through several tests. So Lord Nrsimhadeva needed to do some tests to prove that he can take care of her. The legend says that he had to live like a tribal man, hunt for food, and this is what she expects from him, that to prove that he will take care of her, especially because she was a tribal girl. So, and this is a temple where still those tribe people are coming here, and they took Lord Nrsimhadeva not as a lord, but they see him as a son-in-law, because he married their daughter. Beautiful. So this is another temple, and this is the deity Malola Nrsimhadeva. Malola actually meaning Ma mean Lakshmi and Lola mean beloved. And this is the form he's seen sitting peacefully with the Lakshmi on his lap, completely calmed by her love. Okay, and then this is the temple, how it looks. And then from outside, and then again a lot of stairs. Here is options, but because we needed to see 5 temples, we skipped the school of Prahlad Maharaj. From here it's 1 hour walk. And we said, no, we want to see the rest of the temple. We will skip this, but with the group from 2010, we went there, and there is a cave where where Prahlad Maharaj is sitting and meditating. It's really also beautiful. But yeah, you have to have more time if you want to see everything. So then we came to Shivaraha Nrsimha temple. Lord Nrsimhadeva in the form of a boar. He's like that. You can see. Let me move this. Doesn't go. So he's really beautiful, self-manifested, really, really beautiful. And again, I couldn't take any photo unless I ask if this is inside of the temple. So I asked if I can take a photo of the temple in the pillars, and they allowed me to do it. Yeah. So it's really, really beautiful. Then after, this is the main temple. So this is Ugra Nrsimhadeva temple. This is actually the first one you visit, but because we were so early, we came so early, so that's why we went up. And then when we came down, we took darshan here. And Lord Nrsimhadeva, Ugra Nrsimhadeva, manifested himself here in a cave, and in that cave it's that temple. And of course they built beautiful, they did beautiful arrangement. So it's a line because it was Saturday, there was quite a lot of people coming and taking blessings from Garuda for the darshan. In beautiful mantra Om Namo Lakshmi Nrsimhaya before entering the beauty here is that all the time that mantra Om Namo Lakshmi Nrsimhaya is going on all the time. It's such a beautiful when you wait on darshan. It's such a beautiful meditation before getting darshan. And this is Ugra Nrsimhadeva from that temple. He looks like that. Self-manifested Lord Nrsimhadeva. Okay, and then we went, and this was the last one, the fifth one, Karanja Nrsimha, but unfortunately we were a little bit too late because at 4 o'clock they closed the temple, beautiful temple, and the door were closed, but we came next day, we came back, because we wanted to, of course, see the darshan of all 9 Nrsimhadevas. And I got this photo from internet, and that pujari was the same pujari which I got it on internet. And this is Karanja Nrsimhadev. Karanja, because he's sitting under the Karanja tree. I don't know much about it, but yeah. So then after this is a video because the temple was closed and we did it. We were in Ugrastamba, we saw 4 temples, we were so grateful, so tired, such a beautiful experience was, and in the end you can see, maybe you can notice the faces really, all of us in a blissful So we were really grateful, and then we went back to, this was where we were living. This is ISKCON temple in Ahobilam, still under construction, really beautiful one. They have beautiful Radha Krishna inside on the courtyard, and this is the view from the balcony of the temple. Really beautiful, beautiful prasadam. I mean, all arrangement was really. Rooms are really nice, very clean. It's really like beautiful, beautiful. And that evening then we went to, because of course this is not Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, Shri Ahobilam Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, it's not self-manifested, but they have this temple, and this was the only photo which I could do, trying to see Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, the deities, but of course it's too far, but it's really beautiful again, and so next morning, some of the devotees managed to see Go Puja and beautiful darshan, but it was not allowed to record. But one Mataji, she did it, but she couldn't. She needed to stop. Beautiful. Yeah, this is all what she could do because it's not allowed to record anything, which is okay. So, but at least something we have as a memory. And then we went. Okay. So then we thought that we did it. The hardest part is behind us because we walked so much, so many stairs. And now they said tomorrow we will go with jeeps. We will go with the cars. We said, yeah, we were so happy, but I totally forgot about the road. It's quite crazy, and It takes 45 minutes of this kind of. We recorded just small part, for the impression that you will experience how it is, and it's deep in the jungle. There are two temples, Karanja Nrsimha and Pavana Nrsimha, and this is how it looks towards.
Nrsimhadeva Bhagwan ki jai, Ugra Nrsimha ki jai, Radha Nrsimha ki jai, Nrsimhadeva Bhagwan ki jai, 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 jai.
So it looks like that, and those Jai Jai Nrsimhadev, it was out of fear. We were praying, we were calling Nrsimhadev all the time, more or less, because the road was crazy, and so many other jeeps are coming, and it's, the people, when we come to the end where the temple is, everybody, no one has a color in our faces. Everybody was white because we're really quite scared, because all the time you have a feeling that, I don't know, that the jeep will turn around, and it was really crazy experience, before to come to Karanja Nrsimhadev. This is a temple which is again in the middle of the jungle, very beautiful. And this is the Lord. It says that he sits under the Karanja. This is not Karanja. It's Pavana Nrsimha. Next one is Bhargava Nrsimha temple. Very beautiful, also very clean. Few stairs to come up, and this is a temple on the mountain. It's really very peaceful. Pujaris, they share stories about it, but again, you cannot take any photo, which is okay. Actually, you need to come here. Looks like, and this is the Bhargava Nrsimhadev, self-manifested Nrsimhadev, and it says that Parashuram did penance and got blessings from Nrsimhadev. Bhargava Nrsimhadev, he is called because Bhargava Rama was worshipping him here. And then the last two, Chhatravata Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. It's really joyful Nrsimhadev, and this is the temple, and we had Homa Yagya also here. He looks like, really, when you see him in person, it's really jolly. And they say that celestial Haha and Hu came here to entertain the Lord, and he has one of his arm has on his lap, like doing the rhythm on his thigh. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And we had Homa Yagya, and this is Pujari, the main Pujari in Ahobilam. He did the Yagya. It was very powerful. I was sitting like this, so I took a few photos from the fire as well. It was really strong one, and somehow I do the speculate, but somehow I said this is like Krishna, in a fire. But because we prayed, because he asked us, okay, pray, and more or less everybody was praying, please take my false ego, take my pride. And then another photo which I took, it showed like, I don't know, it was really like scary, some kind of dragon, I don't know, it's like eyes and the teeth are here from that fire. After that, when he asked us to pray, because we put in the fire all of our let's say things which are not supportive in our spiritual life. And then the last one is Yogananda Nrsimha, really beautiful as well. And here is the place where Nrsimhadev taught Prahlad to do yoga. This is a temple, and this is Lord Nrsimhadev, self-manifested again, really beautiful one. And yeah, and it's also said, it's not from the Shastras, but according to some Vaishnava traditions and later spiritual interpretations, each of these Nrsimha forms is symbolically associated with one of the Navagrahas, the 9 planetary influences of Vedic astrology. And they said if you visit all of 9 Nrsimhadevas, because there is 9 of main planets, whatever you have in your astrological chart, it align, because the power of the Dham makes all the planets come align. Not like you have Rahu, which makes you troubles, or I don't know, but everything, it's okay. Everything comes in the right order. So yeah, this is it. Of course, just to stop share. There's many more what we experience, but because of the time, I just want to share that how it looks there, and it's really it's easy to come. Actually, I mean, easy to come. There are many options for traveling. Yeah, but yeah, if you will ever go, please take time, at least 5 days, and yeah, experience the most of the Dham. Yes, Guru Maharaj,
Right.
and yeah, you
Thank
were
you.
last time quite long a time ago, and was definitely was not like this, if you still remember, right?
Yeah, I went there in 1987, I think.
Yeah,
And none of those temple structures were there. There were just caves,
yes,
and there was no stairs, and there was just nothing. The temple, the sort of main temple at the base of the hill was there. And otherwise, there were no temples, no stairs, no nothing. And we were told by our guide, one sadhu, that we should go barefoot the whole way. So we went barefoot. We didn't go up to the stamba because he said it's too dangerous this time of year. Whatever time of year it was too slippery, he said. So we didn't go up there. But yeah, things have changed. It's become very popular.
yes, it become very popular. And I got an answer for one situation that in 2010 when we were there, and Madhyana Lila, she took a lot of photos, and we also saw one kind of sacrifice of 2 goats, and she recorded, she did the video of all of this in, I mean, she did a photo of all 9 in caves, Nrsimhadev. And then after we came to Jagannath Puri, and I had this camera, it was with me, and I remember we were in oh my gosh, in one of where we were. Anyway, in one temple we did we chant Gayatri, and the camera was gone. There was no more no camera, and we were the only one there chanting. There was, because it was already time for lunch. I mean, they were closing the temple, Gundicha Mandir. It was in Gundicha Mandir, yeah. And we came out, and Madhyana Lila, she asked me, "Where's the camera?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought that you have it." She said, "No, you have it." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then we came back, and all of the temple priests inside were searching for the camera, and no one found it. No one. And of course, it was like a really huge breakdown. But now, this year, I shared this with one of the local devotee, what happened 2010 with that camera, and he said probably because here even today tribal people are living in Ahobilam or are coming from the jungles, and they still offer goats and chickens to Lord Nrsimhadev. And because his son-in-law, he needs to accept that, and he doesn't like it probably, and he doesn't want being seen outside of Ahobilam for these kind of sacrifices they're doing for him. So, of course, speculation, but I like the idea that maybe Lord Nrsimhadev didn't want the other devotees would see,
So he stole the camera.
Yes. I don't know who Guru Maharaj. It was really mystical, but yeah, there's no camera, and there was like I don't know, like 4 gigabyte of photos, a lot, and all was gone. Yeah.
That happens.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Shri Nrsimha Jai, Nrsimha Jai, Jai Nrsimha, Prahladesha Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Briga. Yeah, it's interesting. There are a lot of Nrsimha temples in Andhra Pradesh specifically. There's kind of a strong tradition, especially in Andhra, of Nrsimha worship. Madhya Pradesh also. There's a book about Nrsimha in Madhya Pradesh. Good, thank you. Nice you could have such adventure.
Yes.
So we have it from Alakananda. Gorochan or Gorochana is a rare, valuable, yellowish substance. I thought it was yellow. Traditionally believed to be a gallstone or concretion from the bile of cows or sometimes elephants. Used in Ayurveda for medicinal purposes like improving mental clarity and immunity, and in Hinduism for spiritual rituals, often applied as a sacred tilak for protection and positive energy, though ethical alternatives are used today. So it sounds like the real Gorochan, you'd have to do some surgical operation on the cow in order to get. So not very good thing. Rasudari, I moved my microphone closer. Is it better?
Sorry, Guru Maharaj, it was actually, I couldn't hear Audarya Chandrika in the beginning.
Oh.
Sorry. And then when she started, then it was okay.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Good. And let's see, Mangala Chandrika, are you there? You had a question from last time.
Hi, Krishna Gurudev. Yes, I'm here. I think it was a desire to hear a little more from your adventures in Vrindavan. So the question came, and I thought, I can maybe ask that. I was hearing this podcast between Raghunath Prabhu and Kaustuba Prabhu. Kaustuba Prabhu was with you during the winter school with Oxford Hindu Studies, and he was talking about you visiting the temple of Shri Radha Vallabha, which is like the quarters of Radha Vallabha Sampradaya, if I understood, and mentioning Hit Harivamsha and how you had a talk with Goswami from the temple there. They have this Grihastha Goswamis. And it was interesting as they were mentioning Ekadashi, they were talking about Ekadashi, following Ekadashi, and I thought, you were just talking about Ekadashi last time as one of the angas of devotional service. And the main point that I understood from Kaustuba Prabhu is that, that this sampradaya, they believe that rules and regulations are not something that actually interests Krishna. And how the Goswami mentioned that actually morning bath is part of the ritual for Brahmana, but these rules, so-called, they don't touch Krishna's heart, that only love touches Krishna's heart. And of course, we know that this Brahmana was very clean Brahmana, and of course they bathe and so on. So, but that's not the main emphasis of their practice. And I was just reflecting how sometimes we might miss the point when we are either practicing ourselves or sharing bhakti with others. We might present, even something like following Ekadashi. Sorry, I'm just saying what Kaustuba Prabhu mentioned, that in their talk that they don't follow Ekadashi because they believe that prasadam cannot get contaminated. So that's not the emphasis. So I was thinking how many times in our practice we might miss the point of how we present certain rules and regulations of how to follow them. What's the main principle behind them? And I think, one of these principles is like, what does really please Krishna, our spiritual master? Why are we doing all these things? I was just hoping you could comment something on that. Yeah, from your understanding.
Yeah, also on the winter school, there was a nice talk by Gopinathacharya Prabhu on Raga Anuga Bhakti, focusing on Rupa Goswami's writings. And a kind of general point he made is that Rupa Goswami didn't really make a big deal out of it. It's like he didn't make all the elaborations that come later about things like Siddha Deha and so on. It's just not there. And that Vaidhi or the Vidhi is essentially a support for developing raga. It's just kind of a simple point. What I see is there's always a bit of a tension between vidhi and raga as soon as there's any sort of institutional framework. And then it gets expressed in different ways. Tension, it can be creative tension, or it can be, it ends in different groups taking different directions. So the Radha Vallabhis, they emphasize, at least in theory, they emphasize more the raga. And so to sort of really emphasize, this is one thing they say, we don't bother with Ekadashi. Okay, I mean, that's nice. I talked once with Radhanath Swami about the Radha Vallabhas because he knows them. He's had very good, friendly connections with some of their priests. And he says, yeah, they're very different. They have some ideas that are just different, but different in a nice way. Different in a nice way. We just see, okay, that's their way of expressing their devotion. And they do have what I like about them is their Samaj Gayana, their music tradition. It's very, very special. I didn't go that day to Radha Vallabha. I stayed back. I needed some time to prepare my next lecture. But of course, I've been there before. And I always was struck by many aspects of the temple. But I heard it was super crowded, as I expect. Vrindavan has just becomes impossible. It's everything packed. Radharaman temple, just packed. Didn't used to be. It was so nice. It was sweet in Radharaman temple. You could sit down peacefully in the courtyard, hear the sweet music in the back alcove, and really meditate. You can really just kind of absorb Radharaman's presence. Now it's just packed with people pushing and trying to see this and hectic. I said that to Shivatsa Goswami this time. I said, the temple is so full. He said, yeah, it's too much. He's one of the main, senior priests there. Yeah, so things are changing. I was going to say now so many people going to Hovelam, so many people going to Vrindavan. And what I was hearing is that this is a national phenomenon since COVID. All over India, people are going to holy places since suddenly everyone became religious after COVID.
Or scared.
Or scared. Well, fear is one motivation for religion. It's Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. So, yeah. The deity Radha Vallabha is very beautiful, very charming. Let's see, we get always special question. Thank you. Is that okay, Mangalacharya?
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, we could hear that time is also there. Thank you.
Avadutarai, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, I just read, who is a Smriti Acharya, rejected one of his disciples who advocated it is not necessary to follow Ekadashi. So there you go. You get, different flavors of what is principle and what is detail. So in any case, the Gaudiyas follow Lord Chaitanya, who was quite explicit about. And Prabhupada made it really very minimal following. Just don't take grains and legumes. But if we wanted to be hardcore followers of Ekadashi, we wouldn't be eating anything, would we? We'd be staying up all night. Yeah. And spending the next 3 days recovering. That's always my experience. Krishna, Krishna. Okay. So, what else? We're practically at the end of our time. Let's see, what is the news from? Oh, everyone over here has their photos closed. The news from Madhai Jivan, are you there? See, that's what happens there. They have video turned off because they're not actually there. Oh dear. Let's see. Who else? Who else can I embarrass? I shouldn't say that. Everyone is great souls. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let's see, are we going to meet again next Saturday? I think so. Yeah, should be possible. Why not? Oh, I know, I was going to say, oh, you're not going to like me for this. I'm going to already now, in the beginning of January, the beginning of the year, I will start. I'll first announce and then that our next Bhagavatam reflection project is beginning. Canto 5, Haribol. Canto 5. Canto 5 has so many interesting things. It has it has the story of Rishabdev, his teachings, and his departure, I think. And then his son, Bharata, and how Bharata goes off to the forest, meditates, ends up getting attached to a deer, becomes a deer, becomes Jada Bharata, teaches King Rahugana. That goes several chapters, like something like 8, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 chapters of Bharata and his teachings. And then we get into the fun part, the descriptions of Jambudvip and the descent of the Ganga and prayers by the residents of Jambudvip and description of the island of Jambudvip and the structure of the universe, movements of the sun, orbits of the planets, Shishumar planetary systems, subterranean heavenly planets, glories of Lord Ananta, and the favorite chapter for everyone, chapter 26, a description of the hellish planets. That will be very popular. Everyone is going to write about the hellish planets. Right? Well, we'll see. Anyway, you have lots of time, but imagine that you don't have so much time. I think maybe you have heard of the word procrastination. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Procrastinación or something. What is it in Croatian? There is no word for procrastination because we never procrastinate. Huh? Hasinti. Okay. All right. Oh, Darya Chandrika, your hand is up.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, if you allow me, I know it's already time, but I would really like to share one darshan of Vallabha because his dead deities are really beautiful and maybe some devotees just for, sharing.
Yes. Oh, he's wearing mittens.
Yes, that's the beauty, really. It's it's called in Vrindavan, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's cold there. Yeah, they really, I mean, talking about not caring about regulations, but they go into such detail of ornamentation. So,
Yeah.
These things are not black and white.
True.
Okay, so thank you all so much for joining us and have a wonderful week. Stay safe and stay sane. and chant and be happy. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki
Hare
jai.
Krishna, thank you very much, Guru
Jai
Maharaj.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Procrastinating means